Hey guys, how's it going? Today, got a new video. I logged into the game this morning and we have confirmed the new banner and with it, new characters, especially Klee here. And we've got a new banner for some weapons and we have new character trials. So in this video we're just gonna go over this real quick and we're gonna do the trials so that we can kind of see what the characters can do. All right, so let's start with the new event banner for Klee. So yep, Klee is getting a boosted rate just like the Venti banner, and along with them is going to be Sucrose, Waterboy, and Noel. I don't know how to pronounce his name, I apologize. Xingqiu, maybe something like that. This is gonna last from October 20th to November 9th. This is I believe this is your local time, so for me this is 4 p.m. Next is the weapon banner. Looks like we got Wolf's Gravestone and Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds. Okay, yeah, these get huge drop rate boosts. All right, so I'm gonna go over the characters a little bit in this video, just like a really brief overview. So personally I have Xingqiu already, so if we can go ahead and just go over his constellation and talents. We'll go over his talents first. He has a 5-hit combo attack, although his 3-hit and his 5-hit is a double strike. Notice here. His Fatal Rain Screen performs twin strikes with his sword, dealing hydro damage. Creates a number of rain swords which will orbit the character, and those rain swords will reduce damage and break if they take enough damage, increase the character's resistance to interruption, and 20% of Xingqiu's hydro damage bonus will be converted to additional damage reduction. You can give it more damage reduction if you increase his hydro damage bonus. The maximum amount of additional damage reduction that can be gained this way is only 24%. The initial maximum number of rain swords is 3, and your character will become wet when you use this ability. Duration is 15 seconds, cooldown is 21, and right now it is a 20% damage reduction, and the skill damage is... Yes, it's a 2-hit. Yep. Twin strikes. So yeah, it's a double hit. Rain Cutter. Normal attacks will trigger consecutive rain attacks, dealing hydro damage. Rain swords will remain at the maximum number throughout the ability's duration, and it carries over to other characters. Rain sword does about 50% of your attack. Duration is 15 seconds, cooldown is 20, energy cost is 80. Expensive. Hydropathic. When a rain sword is shattered, or when it expires, it regenerates the current character's HP based on 6% of Xingqiu's HP. So that means this move also carries on to other characters. And I think one of his best skills yet is when Xingqiu crafts character talent materials, he has a 25% chance to refund a portion of the crafting materials used. So, you know, when you're converting all your green level talent materials to like blue or even purple, got a 25% chance of, you know, keeping all of them. So it's pretty good. So even not just like leveling up, just pulling him just for this talent alone is, you know, pretty worth it. Okay, we're gonna go over his constellation now. So the first one will increase the maximum number of rain swords by 1. Both of his skills generate rain swords, so this will help both. Extends the duration of Rain Cutter by 3 seconds. This is his burst. Also decreases the hydro res of enemies hit by sword rain attacks by 15%. Increases the level of Rain Cutter by 3, that is his burst again. Throughout the duration of his burst, the damage dealt by his elemental skill is increased by 50%. Increases the level of Fatal Rain Screen, which is his skill, by 3. And his last one, activating 2 of Rain Cutter's sword rain attacks, it greatly increases the damage of the third. Xingqiu regenerates 3 energy when sword rain attacks hit enemy. So using his ult will charge his ult. Seems like a good cycle, not bad. And then let's look up Sucrose. So Sucrose, an alchemist filled with curiosity. She researched bioalchemy. Normal attack. Performs up to 4 attacks using Wind Spears, dealing animo damage. So she uses a catalyst. She uses the Grimoire. 4-hit attack, kind of like Barbara. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is her skill. Creates a small wind spirit that deals animo damage to enemies in an AoE, pulling them towards the location of the wind spirit before launching them. Alright, I need to shut my character up real quick. There we go. Okay. Skill damage 211. I guess this is just base stats right now. Cooldown is 15 seconds. Alright. This is her elemental burst. Sucrose hurls an unstable concoction that creates a large wind spirit. While it persists, the large wind spirit will continuously pull and launch nearby enemies, dealing AoE animo damage. The wind spirit comes into contact with other elements, it will deal, this is just swirl. Dot is 150. Additional elemental damage is 45%. Duration is 6 seconds. Cooldown 20. Energy cost 80. Pretty expensive. Passive talents. When Sucrose triggers a swirl, characters in the party with the matching element have their elemental mastery increased by 50 for 8 seconds. Huh. When astable animo hypostasis creation or forbidden creation isomer an enemy, increase other party members' elemental mastery based on 20% of Sucrose's elemental mastery. Okay. She seems like a pretty good support character. When Sucrose crafts character and weapon enhancement materials, she has a 10% chance to obtain double the product. Oh wow. That's decent. 10% is not that low, but any chance to just refund materials in this game? I think 100% worth. Constellations. Okay. So her a stable animal hypostasis creation gains 1 extra charge, and that is her skill, not her burst. The duration of forbidden creation is increased by 2 seconds. That's her burst. Forbidden creation. Increase the level. Okay, increase level. Every 7 normal charge attacks, Sucrose will reduce the cooldown of her elemental skill. Okay, so if she's just spamming attacks, she can basically use her skill more fast. That's pretty decent. Increased level. Okay, if her burst triggers an elemental absorption, all party members gain 20% elemental damage bonus for the corresponding absorbed element during duration. Okay, but of course those are all constellations, so you gotta get the dupes. I don't know why they're already tier listing these characters. I don't really agree with this. I don't think you can tier list these characters just like that without fully exploring their capabilities. And obviously this is probably just like a DPS tier list and not like a, you know, overall game's usefulness tier list. Because I mean, look at this passive. This is a great passive. You know, obtaining double product, that's great. And animo, there's not very many animo 4 stars. You don't really have good access to animo characters right now, so you know, pretty good. Not a bad character like at all. Okay, so next is Klee. She's a pyro catalyst, so she uses a Grimoire. Normal attack throws things that go boom when they hit things. Perform up to 3 explosive attacks. So she only does 3. Charge attack consumes a certain amount of stamina and deals pyro damage to enemies after a short casting time. Charge attack is 150 and damage. Okay, let's see, what's her E, or her elemental skill. So when thrown, bounces 3 times, igniting and dealing AoE with every bounce. Sounds like just like a better version of Baron Bunny. On 3rd bounce, the bomb splits into many mines. The mines will explode upon contact with enemies or after a short period of time, dealing AoE pyro damage. Starts with 2 charges. Wow, that's just like A way better Amber. If you play Borderlands 3, it sounds kind of like a Merv grenade, where you throw a grenade then it explodes in a bunch of little mini grenades. That's pretty cool. Cooldown is 20 seconds, mine duration is 15 seconds, mine damage, jumpity damage, 95. Okay. Her burst. For the duration of this ability, continuously summon sparks and splash to attack nearby enemies, dealing AoE. So 50% damage. Duration 10 seconds. Energy cost 60. Cooldown is 15. Okay. So this one is like, it like ticks. It's doing like tick AoE damage, so it just keeps on doing damage. We'll find this out when we get the character trials on the 20th. Passive. When her E, her skill, and normal attacks deal damage, Klee has a 50% chance to obtain an explosive spark. Explosive spark is consumed by the next charge attack, which costs no stamina and deals 50% increased damage. Okay, so her playstyle is you kind of want to use normal attacks to get these sparks and then let off a charge attack. So don't start your combo with the charge attack, you know, do your normal attacks and then do your charge attack. That's how you want to combo. When a charge attack results in a crit, all party members gain 2 elemental energy. This is your burst. So this passive helps charge your other character's bursts. So that's pretty nice. It kind of seems like you want to build her for crit so that you can proc this as much as you can so that you can just spam your bursts. I like this. This is a cool ability. Displays the location of nearby resources unique to Mondstadt on the minimap. Okay, so those are like the mushrooms, I guess, the barber mushrooms, the lamp grasses, dandelions, stuff like that. Constellations. Attacks and skills have a certain chance to summon a spark that bombards enemies, dealing damage equal to 120% of sparks and splashes damage. Being hit by Jumpy Dumpty's mines decrease enemies' defense by 23%. Oh, I like this. Increase level. If Klee leaves the field during duration of her sparks and splash, remember this is her burst. It's her burst. Her departure triggers an explosion that deals 555% of her attack as AoE. Wow. Holy moly. Simply switching characters does 555% AoE pyro damage. Wow, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. Increased level. By under the effects of her burst, other members of the party will continuously regenerate energy. This is burst energy. When sparks and splash is used, all party members will gain 10% pyro damage bonus for 25 seconds. A tier. They put Klee in A tier. She seems like a fun character. That's cool. And obviously the last one is Noelle, but I think most people already know Noelle because they pulled on the beginner banner. She's basically a free-to-play character, so I'm not gonna go over Noelle. Okay, that is pretty much all for this video. Thank you guys, and let me know in the comments if you guys are gonna pull for Klee, or are you gonna try to pull for Venti before he goes away in a couple hours here. Probably by the time you watch this, he's probably gonna be gone. So, alright, thanks guys, I'll see you guys later.